Christian Horner, thank you very much for joining us here on the CIO Day in Hilversum. We have over 400 CIOs from the Netherlands all day here in the room and here tonight. I get many questions personally on the Oracle Rebel Racing partnership, like what technology is Rebel using from Oracle? How are you guys working together? And obviously, the best way to hear it is from you here, taking the time to answer some questions, Christian. Thank you very much for joining.
Well, it's great to be with you. Thanks for having me. We're obviously very excited about our relationship with Oracle, and it's bringing together two fantastic brands with Oracle and with Red Bull. And there's many exciting projects happening also behind the scenes. But I'm very happy to be part of this day with you.
Yeah, thanks. Well, let's go through some of those questions. You are the Oracle Rebel Racing team principals since 2005. How has the role of data evolved in that period of time?
Well, the role of data has evolved so much during the last 18 years that I've been here, because we're generating so much data on the cars now. We're creating so many simulations and operating in the virtual world. So if I look at the evolution of the amount of data that we're producing, that we're creating, that we're having to manage, and of course store, interpret, it's colossal. So yeah, it's probably been the biggest development during the past 18 years.
Can I ask any elements of data that engineering that have evolved most, or any specifics?
I think it's the simulation world, particularly CFD with computational fluid dynamics, the virtual wind tunnel, effectively the driver in the loop simulator with the banning of on-track testing. It drove us to enter into the virtual world, and I think they're the areas I've seen the biggest steps, over the past certainly the last 10 years. Yeah.
And of course, real-time data before the race and during the race is used to determine race strategies. What are you able to do now that you were not able to do before?
Well, thanks to the software that we have from Oracle, we've now got 25% more capacity than we had previously in terms of the algorithms that we run during the course of a Grand Prix, in terms of the analysis that we do on our competitors, because whilst it looks like all the decisions are made on the pit wall of the Grand Prix, actually all the analytics are done very much in the background in our operations center here in Milton Keynes. So, and of course, it's those tools which enabled us to make an informed decision with the data to hand.
And can you share to what extent you can get a competitive advantage with data? Can you give specific examples?
Yes, I mean there's many examples. So whether it's in race strategy, just the probabilities if a safety car come out, do you pit, do you not pit? And that was obviously what we had right at the end of the 2021 World Championship, and all the data was telling us, to pit to take the new set of tires. Of course, simulations are running during the Grand Prix weekends itself. So we're evolving the car in the virtual world between the practice sessions in the build up to the qualifying and the race. So it plays a key and significant role throughout a Grand Prix weekend.
Yeah, thank you. Impressive. Yeah. So listen, we have Bernard van Oranje-Nassau here in the room as well. He is the chairman actually of the CIO of the Year Award, also the owner of Circuit Zandvoort and a racer himself. And he asked me a specific question. So if you allow me, he asked me, what really makes the difference getting the fastest lap during qualification? Is it the data? Is it the wings, bigger or smaller? Is it the new tire, or is it Max Verstappen?
Of course, it's a combination of all of those things. So at a track like Zandvoort, which is a very demanding circuit, it's an old school circuit. The driver is a key element, but of course he has to have the right setup on the car. He has to have the right level of downforce. He has to have the right mechanical settings, and all of those settings are driven by the data that we have and the analytics that we have. But then, of course, you need a driver to go and deliver the lap time, and there's no one better to do that than Max Verstappen.
Yeah, many of us here in the room agree with you. Hey, then a feedback question. Yeah, how does your team experience working with Oracle?
I think the experience of working with Oracle has been phenomenal. I mean, the amount of utilization of different software throughout the business It's been fantastic. And I think what we're able to do in our environment is we're pushing the boundaries, and we're pushing the software that we're making use of to extremities, and is having very real results on the car performance, and for the future, the engine. We're dealing with high performance computing now, looking to move it into the cloud, which is really exciting for us, and we'll certainly be the first team in Formula One to do so.
Yeah, thank you for the feedback. Yeah, so I was in Zandvoort, the race we had where Max won. So it was a party. So besides September 4th on Zandvoort will again be a party. What is your expectation with regards to fan experience in the circuit of Zandvoort?
I think the fan experience will just continue to get better and better. I mean, last year it was like being in a nightclub for 3 days. Music, a lot of fans, huge enthusiasm. And of course, we managed to win that race with Max, which was a huge result. So anything less than that will be disappointing. This year, the expectation will be there, but it's a great track, great venue. The weather was kind to us. Hopefully it will be again in September. And we're very much looking forward to going back to defend, the trophy that we won last year.
Yeah, so Christian, thank you very much. Last year, summer was, the weather was not the best of all years, but the Zandvoort weekend, weather was great. Max on pole, Red Bull, and Max won. Excellent result. Listen, for the rest of the evening, we have Mel Jacobs, ABN AMRO, Willem Koopmans, Coolblue, André van der Linden, Flora Holland, and Mark Vermeer, gemeente Rotterdam, contending for CIO of the Year. So we'll continue with that competition as well. We have many fans of Oracle Red Bull Racing here in the room. We will follow your competition, obviously, as well. Thank you very much, Christian, and see you in Zandvoort.
Thank you very much, and thank you for all the support that Oracle provide us, and good luck to all those CIOs in contention, and best wishes and congratulations to whoever the deserving winner turns out to be.
Thanks, Christian. Hey,
Thanks,
good luck with the season.
Thank you.